When I was a kid, I was also part of the unfortunate ones. We live in a slum area, which is you don't have access to anything.
So, how did you guys first meet?
Here in El Nido at Madness Gym in the beautiful tropical environment. So we've got Rusty in the background. He's doing a one-to-one class. He's the owner, and we're here with Justine, his partner. So tell us a little bit about your story, how this all came to be. It's a really fascinating one.
Yeah, so thank you guys for being here and coming to visit us. They've already done a few classes with us, and so Madness Gym actually started back in 2018. Yeah. And we opened up a small space back in town after our landlord had attended one of Rusty's classes and just came up with the idea that Rusty was too good not to have his own gym. And she offered us a space in her front yard, in her garden, to build Madness Gym
1.0.
Oh yeah, 1.0.
I actually went to that gym last year when me and Sophia here. That's how we know about you guys, and it's so amazing to see the upgrade and the improvements you guys have made, and just for you guys' benefit also, and to benefit the community. So yeah, last year it was probably an eighth of the size or so, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite small.
Yeah.
Madness 1.0 was quite small, but it was the beginning of something, and it was the first combat sport gym in El Nido. And through that gym, we actually started an outreach program for just the local kids in the community. There isn't much in El Nido as far as programs and activities. There are a few things out there. However, we are the first to introduce boxing, and boxing is actually the number 2 sport in the Philippines. The first one being basketball. Yeah. And when we built Madness 1.0, it was under the understanding that we would only have about 5 years there. The property was leased, it belonged to a friend, and she just really wanted to help us out. So really, without her help and without her kindness, there would have been no gym. It was really... it started with this really simple act of kindness by our landlord, who wanted to introduce something different to the community, and she wanted us to especially focus on a kids program. She has kids. A lot of people obviously want their kids to be in programs and after school sports. So when she offered us the land, we agreed that we would prioritize kids at the gym.
What actually is the fundraiser mission, and what's the goal of your fundraiser?
So we launched the fundraiser a few weeks ago. Essentially, this gym was built with passion. It's a passion project. It's one of Rusty's passion to bring combat sports to the community, to the kids. However, it's quite financially difficult to own a passion business, and in order for us to continue doing so and for us to continue our outreach program, we really need financial support. And so we're looking for help from the community to build phase 2 of our gym, which would help us to complete it. And that's it's a building that will also house the ring. And the idea to build the ring naively came from one of my comments I made to Rusty while we were standing here finishing the gym and talking about what needed to be done. And he mentioned the ring and how he would love to have to complete the gym and have the ring and the kids could train in it. And I said, yes, but do we really need a ring? It's not that important.
Saying that to a fighter is like saying you may as well just hug each other rather than not hit each other. So I get you. So let's just talk about, in terms of the ring, the kids classes in general is something you're providing for free to the community, right? It's not something you're doing for money. That's why you're seeking this fundraiser, right? So yeah.
As I was saying, a passion project is really about passion. It's not a financially driven project. We're here because we want to help the community. We want to be able to support our family and run this business that my partner Rusty is so passionate about. And what drives us is the love for our community and the passion, not financial gains. However, of course, it's important for us to be able to financially survive. It's quite a complex story because the story and the life of Rusty is very much intertwined into our outreach program and into this, why we're doing this fundraiser. So as I was saying, we were standing here and I made a comment that, do we really need a ring? And he just kind of looked at me and went, yes, we do need a ring. It's going to basically establish us as a combat sport facility and be taken more seriously. And when it comes to training the kids, at the moment, they only get to train and practice in a ring when they go to tournaments, which is maybe a handful of times each year. A ring will up their training. It will improve their ability to fight, to understand, I guess, their how to use the ring to their advantage as a fighter. When he said it would benefit the kids and that it would complete his gym and his dream, right then and there I decided I would do everything that I could in my power to facilitate that and to make that happen. Our outreach program is here every single night. Kids technically come every single night if they wanted to. However, the coaches are here about 6 days a week from 7 p.m. onwards. And some nights they train for about an hour and a half. Other nights can be up to 3 hours if they're practicing and training for a tournament. We also teach the kids about discipline, respect, teamwork, self-respect. The kids have to come here clean, showered, and ready to train. After their training, they have to clean up after themselves, take care of their equipment. We help kids buy their own equipment as well. So in order to make the kids responsible for their equipment and also for their training, we will facilitate purchasing shoes or hand wraps, gloves, and then we have a payback program where every week they will give back until they've paid off their equipment, and then it's theirs. So for us, it's important to teach the children and the community that not everything in life is free and that you do have to work for what you want.
Awesome. So yeah, I think it's great that kids can have something to work towards every week and get together as a group for something positive, especially kids can get distracted in other things after school and do, get up to no good and that sort of thing. When I was a kid once, I know how it would be if I didn't go to an after school club or go to, group classes. So yeah, it's really awesome you guys are providing that to the local kids and setting them on the right track. And what I was going to ask you about is touching a little bit on Rusty's story. I know you've got a documentary coming up, but maybe just kind of an overview of Rusty's story and why it's important for him to do this outreach program for the kids and how it's really close to his own heart.
Rusty is also he benefited from an NGO when he grew up. So there was an NGO from Holland that went to his school when he was in grade 5, looking for children to help who needed assistance or help. And they chose Rusty because he's from the slums of Manila. He grew up in a light material shelter that his mom had built using scrap from building sites and construction sites, that whatever they could find basically that was reusable, they used it to build a makeshift shelter. And growing up, his father abandoned them. His mother was quite sickly. She had tuberculosis in the 80s. She only had one lung. So finding regular work for her was also very difficult. So Rusty was a street kid. He grew up trying to financially support his family through by picking up scrap metal and selling it at the junk shop, stealing food when he had to, because at the end of the day, it was down to survival. Yeah. And when the NGO came to his school and they chose him to be a beneficiary of this program, it really helped them. It really helped his family out, because then they could buy food, they could eat more regularly. And when Rusty was a teenager, the area where they were living burnt down. There was a huge fire. They lost everything. And instead of using the NGO's money to continue his schooling, he decided to go into the workforce and start work, because that was going to help them out more than, it was going to help them out to rebuild a shelter right away for his mom and his sister. And from there, actually, he made a lot of poor choices. He was working in the bar and F&B scene. He was just making poor choices, got into some trouble with drugs and alcohol, and ended up being in the hospital at the age of 24 with a heart attack. Yeah, he was in the ICU for a few days, and blessing in disguise, I guess, because it gave him the wake-up call he needed to change his life. So at the age of 25, I think he was, he got out of the hospital, and the doctors had given him a stern warning that if you keep going down this path, you're going to die young. And he joined the gym, started working out, started training, saw people wrestling, decided to learn. And he went all the way to amateur MMA fights, all on his own. And the funny thing is, the name Madness, the name of our gym, kind of stems from that. It's because he was still working the F&B and the bar scene, food and beverage. Yeah, sorry. He was working with food, beverage, the kitchen, the bar, and the people called him mad for training after doing these long shifts and then going straight to the gym. And he was just very dedicated. He fell in love with martial arts and with combat sports. While we were filming the documentary and I was running interviews with him just to get more of his story, he said, "I just wish I would have had access to a program like this when I was a kid. And now I can give back. I can do this for them. I can give them access to something I didn't have access to, and hopefully change the direction and course of their life. Perhaps, whether that's breaking the cycle of poverty for these kids, giving them other opportunities in life. Whatever it is, something positive can come from our program and from offering, as many people know, martial arts is not just sport. It's a way of life. It really impacts people's behavior, and it's just a really positive program that can change lives. Yeah. One of our students is already going to the nationals next month. He won the regional boxing championship, then he won the provincial boxing championship, then he won the regional, as far as like a group of islands. The region is called Mimaropa. Palawan is part of the Mimaropa region. So he then won the Mimaropa championship, and now he's going to be representing Palawan, El Nido, Mimaropa in the national games next month.
I think it's really inspiring and motivating that they have a good role model like Rusty to look up to, and just give them a new opportunity in life. Maybe they might want to become a coach themselves, or it just gives them like a community with other boys. And
I was just impressed at the quality of their skill of actually being a martial artist and how good they were with their technique and whatnot. I was like, put a bit of muscle on him, they'd give me a run for my money. Being a grown man, So these teenagers, they're really strong, really fast, quick. You could see they loved it, and there weren't like any ill intent in them either. They could see they're all friends, they're all getting along, good camaraderie, getting along.
Each other.
Filming each other, having fun, just supporting each other. It was really lovely to see, young boys getting together and supporting each other and beating each other up. And I look forward to see where they go in the future for you guys support.
So what is the goal, and how much money do you need for the ring?
So to build the ring and to get it here, we're looking at around 1.3 million pesos. You could maybe put that in pounds or USD. However, if we go over target, if we went over that target, we're going to be able to maybe give back to our coaches, send them for extra training. That's the dream, to send them to Thailand to get trained by professional Muay Thai instructors, so that they can also better their own skills. The goal would be to finish a little bit of the gym as well, because we're there is a bit of a struggle because El Nido is a seasonal place where we'll go a few months and have a lot of customers and a lot of people, and then it goes through the rainy season and we dip. So it's like I was saying before, the passion business is it's amazing because it's very fulfilling. However, financially, it's difficult. So if we went over the priority is the ring. If we went over target, then everything will still be going back into supporting Madness Gym, whether that's finishing the facility, helping our coaches get further training, and also sending the kids to local tournaments. It costs a lot of money because everything is in other cities. And so, yeah, we're hoping for around 2 million pesos altogether to support our program and raise the ring.
Okay, so I just finished a pretty intense one-on-one session with Rusty, and he shows me how rusty I am and I need to get better. So thank you for today, I really appreciate it. It showed me how just technical Muay Thai can be and the different facets of it, so I look forward to getting better. Rusty, they're about to do a kids class soon, right?
Yep.
And it's really inspiring to hear about your story and where you come from and the real reasons why you actually are doing this kids class, because it's not for money, it's not for business, it comes from your heart, which is really lovely to see that you are giving back and doing these things.
When I was a kid, I was also part of the unfortunate ones. We live in the slum area, which is you don't have access to anything.
Yeah.
Especially to sports. So yeah, growing up with that, I was when it comes to this activities, I'm very much a late bloomer.
Yeah.
I started late because I don't have anything. I don't have any money to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I started this, that's the time that I know that I have to get in a way to give back to the community. I saw a lot of kids, really unfortunate ones, that they also same like me.
Yeah.
They don't have access to any combat sports.
So they are doing a fundraiser very soon to try and create a ring and in general give better access to the kids. They call it Raise the Ring, right?
Yes, Raise the Ring.
So the ways you could help, guys, if you're at home and you're not coming to El Nido, but if not, then I'd really recommend it. One of the most beautiful places in the world, and they just shot a Hollywood film here, so there you go. That's another story. But nonetheless, and you'll see it, nonetheless, it's a beautiful place. Come and try something new. Sophia was a beginner to combat stuff and she really enjoys it. It gets her around other people. How do you find Muay Thai?
Yeah, it's super fun and it's good to have someone to push you and also to meet others in a group class. It's really cool.
Yeah. Or if you are someone who's more of a professional or higher class mixed martial artist, not like me, but come here because they got high level coaches here. They know what they're doing. They go to Thailand. All levels accommodated. So if you can't come in person, you can donate online to the charity fundraiser. There'll be a link somewhere around down below or somewhere around the video. I'm sure we'll put in at some point. So God bless you all. Look after yourselves, and I look forward to seeing the kids sparring very soon. Yeah, you get like the lactobacillus or something like that, right?
By that. So there's no sugar added, nothing, it's just a plain yogurt. And you heat it up for a certain extent of time, and then you have like a little yogurt machine that keeps it warm.
Yeah. So Rusty made his own yogurt down there. He'll show you in a minute. I'll have the excess. Can I have some of the excess of that? Maybe pour some water in it. I hate wasting stuff.
This is papaya, banana,
and strawberry
protein.
Spin it around. Thank you. Nice one. Cheers.
Want some straw?
Thank you.
Thank you. It's thick today.
It's good.
Nice and thick today.
Lunch.
We just finished our workout and got showered up here in Madness, and we were just talking about why you'd get a trainer, why you'd have a coach. And realistically, you can try and work out by yourself and push yourself hard, but when there's someone next to you telling you 1 more, 2 more, or there's a line of other people working out behind you, it's a lot harder to give up, and you're going to feel a lot more social pressure to not keep pushing yourself past your limit, and you can be really surprised at how much you can push yourself. Like, how did you feel today on the workout?
Yeah, like there's no way I would have done that on my own. It really pushes you to do more and keep going when you're in a group class as well,
Yeah, so
because you're motivated by other people there, and also you have a trainer helping you.
yeah, so as a trainer myself, I also need a trainer. People think if they know what they're doing, they don't need someone to push them. Just having another person to show you what you're capable of and push you to the limit is always so much so beneficial that people don't even realise. So Leo Beach is only 2 minutes away on a motorcycle or car. It's probably the best beach I've been to so far in El Nido, and it's really developed there. They've got great food, great restaurants, great nightlife. So yeah, it's a really ideal location.
You're gonna get your great workout in, have a shower.
Yeah, they have really great showers here actually.
Yeah. Let's show them.
It's really nice when the gym has a shower, especially if you get so hot.
So let's show them. We've got this shower. Someone's in there right now, but I'll show you the ladies' shower. Ma'am. Yeah, you're gonna hide. Can I just take a video of the shower? So they've got these nice trees in. Oh, this is nicer than the men's one. They've got the nice trees in here.
And honestly, if you travel through the Philippines, you know water pressure is an issue.
Yeah, they've got really
Check out this
nice, powerful
cold shower.
Yeah.
showers. Awesome. And we just had the most delicious smoothie. Got papaya, banana, delicious smoothies. Here's head coach Rusty. This is his gym. You know what? I've got a question I want Sophia to ask you guys in a second, and at least I won't be the only one that's judged. So, Sophia, why don't you ask them the question?
Okay. So, how did you guys first meet?
Rusty is my trainer. We met at when I started training with him back in the day when he was just doing training part-time at the Peak Gym, which is no longer there. Yeah, Rusty was the bartender by night and the trainer by day. So serving you some ass whooping. Oh, can I say that word? Serving you some, a bit of a tough workout during the day, and then at night, serving you drinks. So, but yeah, he's not. Now he's the bartender just here at the gym.
Yes, he pretty much say everything. So maybe I don't need to explain it anymore.
Ask us how we met.
How did you guys meet?
So I was an innocent trainer, and I just wanted to have professional training sessions, taking Sophia through a workout. Sophia makes videos for her business, video editing, and I was making a video for my clients at the time. And we started hanging out more and more. She was helping with this video, and yeah, I realized what a lovely, sweet girl she was. And she seduced me, and I couldn't resist her loving smile like this one here. Yeah?
Sophia, do you agree with this?
He was my trainer, and we started hanging out as friends, and then we just really fell in love with each other.
Well, her side of the story is much sweeter.
Fell in love is a better word than seduced, isn't it? Now
Rusty and I like to also argue about who made the first move, like who had noticed who the first. Was it the trainer or was it the trainee?
Well, look, there you go, guys. The gym, fitness, exercise can bring you together. Come to Madness in El Nido. You never know. You might find
Love of your life.
the shake of your life, or just have a great workout. Get on it.